look great on both sides, Gideon. I think as we jump into the land of Dawn here for this one, for the Huns, I think it's still the same thing you mentioned. They have the locked and loaded lineup to get things started up.
And it looks like we're not going for any kind of cheese tactics here. We see everybody's going into their lanes just fine. Not much of a leash anyways, but the starting positions for both sides is a little different. We see that Akai immediately goes to his small camp and then to his purple buff. Fredrin takes his orange, is going to take the small camp. I don't know if he's going to do the full clear or run immediately over to that purple, but it looks like he's going over there. And Falcons, they scouted this earlier. They know they've got Litho Wanderer for free.
Yeah, it's controlled. They'll lock that in. Good information from Troll there on this Hylos. And, you know, that's something to be said. A lot of these small things that, well, they seem small in the early game, these early rotations end up building into really your first big objective. That turtle, having some of these level 4s available more, you get some options that you can take even for the junglers here. So pretty just kind of steady in comparison to what we saw in the last matchup and the way things started with VSG, but this is kind of what we expect with these kind of compositions.
Yeah, honestly, I'm waiting for a team that has found the cold, hard calculation of aggression, right? It's a very fine line of, like, I just need to get enough value to still be able to profit later down the line rather than committing to everything right now and having nothing for the future.
And it's funny because that cold, calculated aggression can change in best of ones. Like the environment of a best of one in comparison to the best of 3, where, you know, where we saw like VSG in the last matchup, just make that play up in the XP lane. That can work in the best one, but hold on, Turtle.
Talking about plays here, the Black Dragon form is already out to zone out Still Meta, and as well as Kenny, they should be able to get this, but big catch, and Still Meta is able to steal the very first Turtle of the game. Petrifies it out, and Sanji does not connect on enough, as Boyette finds first blood, Fatal Links to catch onto 2, Troll, it manages to get 1, and Boyette gets the next.
Well, amazing for Still Meta to get the Turtle amidst all of that, but they lose 3 bodies over to Team Falcons, and that 2 of those went to Boyette here on the Akai, the jungler that we've been talking about that has just kind of risen in the ranks, and now you've got this advantage you can work on. You're going to get a little more tanky build up. You can see him still in the camp too over here against Still Meta, so he'll have a little bit of an advantage in terms of level, but also gold and XP and building into the items that he wants here. So this is a great start for the jungler of Team Falcons, but also the rest of the squad. It just seemed like the Huns went for that turtle fight. It didn't go their way, and they had the lack of the damage.
Oh, look at this. Look at this. Still Meta making a very interesting call here. He noticed the rotational path from Boyette took a little bit longer than it should, so he now knows that the top side is actually wide open, and walking into it and they seeing that orange buff, they know that Akai is still by purple buff without actually having to see him on the map.
Yeah, information given here. Nonetheless, though, you're still going to have Boyette go ahead and grab both his buffs. He's still going to maintain a bit of a lead in terms of XP against Still Meta, so this is what I was saying, with these kind of compositions, the way they want to fight is just, all right, go back to your lanes, do your thing, set up for this next turtle. You got 30 seconds, and if they can make a play, they'll try to go for it.
I do think that Huns honestly could have kept on invading on that top side, but right now it's a little hard to risk, and I think that Falcons are looking to find at least a bigger advantage before they start imposing their will on to them. For now, Huns, despite being 0-3, need to see them actually find that pick.
Okay, Still Meta still behind a bit. Oh, Troll is in position. Goes pathway.
Right, the stun already lands, and now the heavy spin as well. There should be a free pickup for the side of Falcons. Instantly, that's the pick that at least for the Falcons they're looking for, and now Sanji looked to extend that lead just a little bit longer. Unfortunately, the passive coming out from Atlas, going to find that stun up, but now it does mean the Black Dragon tail is going to be jumping back in. Sanji, can he finish this off? Ah! Unfortunate, but Coffin is the one who finds it. Here comes Paquito in the middle of 3 men. Really thought that he was going to make a difference there.
Yeah, that's unfortunately he couldn't use up his Bunkai. His Bunkai falls. He even burned the Flicker, man, and the turtle goes over to Team Falcons. They're looking to take more from the jungle of Still Meta. Glorious pathway for Troll to get on out, disengage, and there's no buff there for Still Meta.
And look at that, Boyette really taking advantage of every little opportunity. He knows that it's too difficult for Huns to 100 to 0 him, so now he's really playing with these timers. This is the cold calculated aggression that I like to see from Falcons. We're going in, we're taking everything.
And they can do just that. Lockdown here.
They got him. They found another pick onto Bankai. That's probably the worst target, but at the same time, super influential for someone like Sanji. Now he has control and the free tier 1 on bot side.
I guess at this point, a target's a target, you know, for Team Falcons. You might as well convert something, make it happen. Like you mentioned for Sanji, he controls this lane. It's his space now. He can get that turret if he wants to, and he'll rotate up towards his top side now. Meanwhile, I'm still looking for the Huns. Where can they turn this over? I mean, Team Falcons hasn't done anything fancy. Look at this. They built themselves a 3,000 gold lead. They've got 7 kills in favor for them. They're starting to scale up, get some of these crucial items locked in too. They've set themselves up for cruising up to that first Lord after they control this turtle here last one in the game, which should be theirs. I'm not expecting the Huns to go for a fight, but if they decide to, if they actually decide to go for this fight, it might be on the whims of, can we get a multiple Fatal Link setup going? Do we have Yuki ready and locked and loaded to join this fight? And can Bankai even provide damage? This is what the Paquito's known for, but when you've been kind of stalled out, shut down in the early portion of the game, the damage for Bankai and this Paquito in general isn't going to be exactly online.
Not to mention that it's also been nerfed as well. So it's like, as much as you want to like dominate the lane, he did that. Bankai was like, yeah, I'm winning in the lane. I died once. I guess nothing is happening anymore for the rest of this game. Right now, I think that Huns, their composition has all the tools, but the level of execution needs to be so high, right? Still, Meta needs to be able to catch multiple people. How is he going to do that? He needs the help of the rest of his team. And now Sanji, Black Dragon form gets out of there, petrified, triggers the Shot Residue, and now needs to get on out of there, but no! Pulled back by the Fatal Link, Spear Misery connects, and Sanji still surviving 2 Shot Residue procs.
You gotta be joking me. Yeah, that's the kind of lead that Sanji has, man. That is not a interaction you expect the Yuzhong to survive. Sanji does it with the Shaw Essence procs, but man, talk about a commit from the Huns for a kill, and now here's the counterpunch.
They're looking for it. Again, a stolen Fatal Links just to get rid of the Appraiser's Wrath. It's out now, and Sanji finds the kill. RWM now getting unleashed. The heavy spin says, no, I will not let you, but he manages to push one out. Yuki in trouble. He ends up dying for his sins. A 2-for-1 trade in favor of the Falcons.
Oh man, finally the Huns are on the board, but man, at what cost is the question? They do keep Sano up top side, Team Falcons, kind of controlling that pressure that was coming through from Bankai, but hey, they're happy with it. They're going to continue to take everything. Kenny's in trouble. He falls. He's gone.
That's why this glorious pathway so easy to utilize. But Boyet, unfortunately, getting the drop on himself, trading 1-for-1. A bit sad because it was a shutdown, but at the same time, Falcons are still 3.3k ahead. They have that advantage.
I think when we have to start to kind of take note of where the Huns turn it around again is playing into a Moskov, having Yuki online, which he still needs plenty of time with, you know? I mean, taking a look at the items here, he's almost to the Trinity, right? You've got your Golden Staff and Corrosive Scythe already. I mean, even across from him, Sano, they're pretty much neck and neck, but the thing is Team Falcons, the rest of the guys are able to provide so much value in these early team fights, and they have ultimate control around objectives is what makes them such a threat.
Oh, no wonder Sanji lived. They didn't. None of them had anti-heal.
Yeah.
So far, it's only just the glowing wand here. Dominance Ice is well, and as I said, Bankai unlocking the Shinkai right as we talk about it.
Probably like, hey guys, we need some anti-heal after that interaction. Like, I think this is the time. You know?
We can't let Sanji dunk on us again. All right. With the Lord in play, I think right now Falcons have a mega advantage on this, but really, what ult does Cuffin have? He's got the Fatal Links in here. The glorious pathway to slow them down, and here it comes. Oyu tries to pull in the middle. The spear connects. Are they going to do anything about it? No. They disengaged. They understood. This is not the angle. Moskov will get a T2 on the top side, or at least attempt to in the meantime.
Not enough time to actually get the turret down. It seemed like the Huns had that setup in play, but again, I think they lack the damage and they know it. This could be a little risky to stay on this side of the map. They know that Lord was already secured for Team Falcons. Right now, they're looking for a pick.
Gonna make this attempt, Troll. He can tank all the damage. Look at him. He's actually gaining more health as he's walking forward with the glorious pathway. He's able to take out Kenny, no problem. The rest of the Falcons going to start chasing them through. Sano just absorbing the damage. But now they actually go for flickering forward with the help of Cuffin to pull into a double kill. Sanji gets him underneath the tier 2. You in trouble. This Shot Residue allows a triple for Sanji.
As I said, I don't know. Oh, hold on. Spear thrown out? Okay, you don't jump into that. You don't
do the thing.
You don't jump into that.
Come on.
Okay, he's got to deal with the Lord there, but I was saying, I think they overstayed in the mid lane, and then you see them lose 4 guys to Team Falcons collapsing down on them. So the Huns get caught in a bad situation, after the Lord was secured, and now they're going to have to hold on to this base push from Team Falcons, who's locked and loaded and has everything that they pretty much need to take down potentially some of the base turrets. They might not get a game win here just yet unless they completely decimate the Huns for a wipeout. That could happen with the amount of power that this lineup has. Lord is at half health. It was done some damage by Yuki earlier on. Shields are still up, so this should clear it out. Does get the charge in, though. Shield still intact.
Yeah, managed to kill it just before it triggers. A little weird with the animation, but that's totally fine. Oh, in all 5, the RWM comes out, and look at him. Troll just standing there. What are you going to do about it? Revitalize is keeping up with the counter. RWM and the Fatal Links on top of him. They're in trouble. They're too deep in the enemy base. Sanji able to break one. Petrified comes through. Kill still meta as Yuki takes Sanji back. Sakno, at the very least, able to at least get something.
Kenny.
Might get a little bit more. Almost gets it. Hey, Conceal. OU trying his best. On top of Sano. All right. Connects it. And now Yuki in the middle of the fight. Loses all of his HP, but is trying to survive. Boyette gets the trade, and now Cuffin just can only watch as his friend tries to Beyblade out of there. Are they going to punish this? OU, he's going to try, manages to headbutt his way out of there. And now we're back to square one.
That was a very weird interaction. I mean, from Team Falcons deciding to say, hey, you know what? Let's just lock down this turret. Sano was just knocking down the turret, seeing 2 of his teammates get Fatal Linked in the base. And then he decided to go forward with the Blazing Do It, and then it forced a fight. Now, great for the Huns, because at least they get some gold in their pockets. Yes, they lost a base turret, but ultimately, they need what they can get to this point. They've got to get Yuki in a position to actually be able to fight back. This might even potentially make them a bit of a more threat against this Lord, unless they decide to just give it up, go for a pick. It seems like that's what they're going to go through here. OU, half health, trying to get away.
They need to start the Lord right now. OU needs to go for the recall, and I think that they're not going to be able to participate for the upcoming fight unless we see Huns try to like poke and prod a little bit. But the big issue is that everybody's scared of Cuffin, right? At any moment of time, whatever engagements you have, they also have access to.
Yeah, man, Cuffin just doing so much damage. 4-0 and 11, has own Fatal Links. This is going to be a Lord secured here for Team Falcons as they prep up, get ready. Couple defensive items picked up too. Chastised Pauldrons now for Sanji. Cuffin was locked in. You saw the Malefic Gun picked up now too for Sano, so he's got a little bit more range to work with here, but this could be the push-in now for Team Falcons to go ahead and end this game. Now, if they overstep a bit, make some questionable choices, there is a chance that the Huns keeps themselves into this game. Good defensive item here for Yuki too. Wind of Nature now available. He's going to definitely need that in this base defense, so they'll clear out what they can. That Lord is going to come down the mid lane for Team Falcons, who's sitting on a 6,000 gold lead at nearly the 14-minute mark. So Yuki holding down the mid. Cuffin, again, keep an eye on him. He's got his own Fatal Links. They look for it. Conceal's going to be used. Bottom turret's going to go down. A Black Dragon form comes through from Sanji.
They're trying their best. They're looking for an opportunity to mistake. Glorious Pathway is already down, revitalized as well. RWM is being unleashed. Purify coming in for Genny, just make sure he lives. Cuffin in trouble, he dies! Yuki now might have an opportunity, but the turnaround is just a little good as well. Sanji ends up losing his life. Still meta peels perfectly. Kenny and now Yuki with the frontliners will have to work together as I get one more in Boyette. A flop coming in from Falcons MENA.
The Huns will make it happen on the base defense. Yuki staying alive is so important for the Huns. And now they've got some momentum to work with. An orange buff going to Yuki. They're ready to take down at least the tier 1 in the mid lane here. But Team Falcons, 6,000 gold up earlier, now diminished down to 4. But it's the threat of Yuki and still meta. They're looking to potentially take some more from Team Falcons, and this is exactly what the Huns needed to turn this game in their favor.
Yeah, unfortunately for Falcons, with the lead that they had, they needed to force scenarios underneath enemy turrets. They needed to force scenarios by the inhibitors if they want to get some real value. Whether they lose or win, the reward is so much more worth it than the risk. But they're doing it so late in the game now that the Huns, they don't mind. They can basically fight forever. Their whole composition is designed to fight for long periods of time. Falcons are heavily ult dependent. Obviously, there's some who can sustain the fights a little bit longer than others, but their key players have the big ults.
Yeah, looking at this again, you know, it's just This is also in territory, as you see how much damage OU has taken. This is something that the Atlas does so well. You know, you're able to go ahead and just be that tank, provide that vision, but have the threat of a Fatal Link. So, oh, they're gonna go.
Okay. Glorious pathway to try and slow them down, and now the Black Dragon form as well. Yuki is actually going for the recall in the middle of this as they found the interception. Kenny! They've got to stop it. They can't let Kenny keep getting caught by this again and again and again.
He killed Kenny. Right, it's one of those moments. Basically, he burned his flicker too, and now the Lord is up. And without Kenny, Team Falcons will easily go ahead and secure themselves this Lord, unless some miracle play is potential here for Yuki. But it looks like Lord's going to be secured easily. And now once again they find themselves on the fence. They got hold on to one base turret, man. Can they replicate what they did previously?
I don't know. Really depends. Really depends. Kenny back from the dead already. Now they're going to have to defend this. I think they should. They've got the wave clear, right?
They have the wave clear, yeah.
They've got Bankai to slow down waves. They've got OU to slow down waves. They've got Kenny as well as Yuki as the main wave clearers. I think Falcons, Boyette, he's going to have to try and make a... Oh, okay. Now he can't make a play. He's literally lost all of his health. He's got the Guardian Helm, to be fair, so he's going to start healing up soon, but I don't think that's a very healthy amount.
Oh, Lord's already going to be worked on. They're trying to hold on.
Oh, the counter play. Heavy spin to knock him the opposite direction. Great play from Boyette as the RWM comes out. They're looking to go for the end game, but no, the fight is still happening. Can somebody hit the base or something? Because what we're seeing right now is too much. Sano out of there, swaps items, and now Cuffin able to finish off the rest. Sano, please. Okay, loses his immortality. He's coming back up. The wave is there. Nobody hit the base.
Oh, and it's a shutdown on Sano too, and the base is still up. Kenny and Yuki will be enough to clear out these waves with a quarter of health, but they've got enough. And they hold on by a sliver. But man, Team Falcons, what's going on here?
Bro, I don't know. I'm feeling lucky to watch this game already, but so far, 21-11, we are getting a high kill count so far. Hey, I know we're the 30 gang here on the desk, but we didn't have to represent it with the current KDAs.
Hey.
That's a total of 32 kills overall this game.
Are we the 30 gang?
Hey, man, last game, how many kills were there? There's like 39 to 42, okay? I'd rather keep it to 30 gang than 40 gang.
Eventually, we might still be here.
We might still be here.
Let's look at this replay here again. This is what we're talking about, though, man. Bankai goes down here. Team Falcons has a Lord at a quarter of the health. They could try to lock on the space, but they get Fatal Linked. They have their own Fatal Links, and it was just a mess to try to push into that base to get the win.
Dude, Sano could have just walked to the left a little bit, hit the base, and it would have been over. Yeah. It would have been over, but they wanted to extend this. They wanted to extend this. And now, let's see at the current state of events, because so far, despite everything that has happened, and despite a little bit of a throw from Falcons, it's not the end of the world. Some teams don't have inhibitors. Other teams still have all their inhibitors.
Yeah, that's the advantage they have, man. You know, but the Huns, the way that they're playing, I think even without their base turrets, Gideon, they might surprise us still. Team Falcons, they have a clear advantage from this. Lord's going to come up in 20. They should have a clear green light to the Lord to secure it. But I'm wondering up to this point, too, as long as Kenny is able to stay alive here, he's so integral to the Huns' fighting potential. Because everything we've seen so far hasn't been this clear-cut team fight from the Huns. Yes. It's just been this, oh my goodness, everything is happening. Let's make use of what we have and also punish the mistakes that Team Falcons have been making. This might be the first time that we actually see this team fight break out.
Team fight might not... Well, should it be forced just yet? Akito's a little late to this fight, and Falcons are going to go for the reset. However, top side has already been set up for a bit of a slow push. So it's kind of a 50-50 here because the position from Falcons is on the southern side.
Oh, they're there. Conceal's coming through on the back side. They're going for Kenny.
It might be a big pick here. Oh my goodness, they cut the escape routes off, and Troll has an insane path. Still man against the Lord! And now the rest of the team is going to lock them out. Bankai in trouble. He goes down, loses immortality, and Troll holding on to 3 members as Kenny is looking for Sanji, who manages to get back out. No, it hits, but they want to continue. They don't go for it. They're going to kite backwards towards their base.
Oh man, still meta. Getting that Lord is the clutch moment of this game so far. They secure that. Team Falcons lost Troll. Mind you, he tanked so much damage. And the Huns did everything they could to protect Kenny this time. But I'll tell you what, with this Lord, this Evolved Lord marching towards the base of Team Falcons, the Huns are in a position to go ahead and knock down some of the turrets. We'll see how they play this out. Team Falcons want them out of this side of the map, out of the jungle here. This tier 2 turret mid lane, though. Yuki's got it. He's going to go try to knock this down. RWM!
Oh, the Blaze Duet coming up to Sano might just be good enough here. Oh, still not enough. Yuki able to push him back just in time. Kenny in trouble losing his immortality. But the Blaze route is good. Yuki finds Cuffin. RWM coming out from Kenny to take down Sanji. So close, but unfortunately not enough, as the base might just be in some trouble here. Huns, they are backing wait, actually Falcons, they're backing off. This entire time, the Lord has been pushing.
The Lord has just been slow pushing himself, walking his way to the base of Team Falcons while that team fight broke out that they decided to go for. And now the mid turret, it's going to be knocked down here. They're trying to hold it down. Retribution used to clear it out, but now Lord will charge up top.
Yeah, but now Revitalize coming out of Troll. They need, Yuki is dangerous. They cannot take the piercing damage here. Boyette's going to have to try. Slow things down. They should be able to clear out this Lord. No issues, but now Heavy Spin comes on through. Focus on that Lord. They lose out on Boyette. Blazing Duet is already out. They're trying to clear those waves, but Yuki says, no, I will not make the same mistake. The Huns turn this around.
Yuki